Hi, this is Kim Rapier with Papernasium. This video is going to be about swinging mini circle journals or notebooks. But first I want to talk about how I'm in a month going to be in my new art studio with better lighting, better space, better. Just everything will be better. So I wanted to show everybody these swinging mini notebooks, circle mini notebooks. So they came about because I was thinking about these We Are Memory Keepers eyelets that have these backs. And I wanted to come up with a way to, I guess, capitalize on the fact that, you know, they don't necessarily, you need a little more in them to make them tight. So that's where this originated from. That's all of these swing, they all move. I put some pieces of, this is mixed media paper on the inside of them. So I've made a whole bunch. And then I guess I want to talk a little bit about sort of how I ended up with that exact size. So here are my little tests to see how much paper those could actually handle. This was the first part of it. I have this caliper, thankfully. So this is 6 pieces of manila at 0.058 inches. And this swings very nice. I like it. And then this one is 0.75. This is 8 pieces of manila. And this, while it can move, too tight. And this is 0.067. And it can move, but I don't prefer it. So I started looking at stuff, at, you know, groups of things and trying to get them around 0.058. So, and that turned out to be, you know, 2 of the outside designer papers, and then 4 of the manila folders, or of the mixed media paper. So what you do is you put this in here and you close it. And there you go. That's 0.053. And this you can be pretty precise on. There, you know, there is some level of how much are you squeezing it, and, you know, all of that. So that's the first part, is to be around, or I would say under 0.058. So all I did was, so these are about 4, and these are about 3.75. So I just took the back. So I got all 4 of these, you know, the insides together as much as you can, doing the same thing. And then put them toward one side, the edges over here, and then get whatever edge you want over here, and clamp them. And then look at, you know, where do they come, where does this really come, touch, where do all the circles touch the edges, and then try to find the center of that. And I must have put this away. And then mark, you know, right there. Since this is the exciting part, we'll do the other one of these. Get it over with. So I think somebody's home. Put all 4 of them together. This one I have, the designer paper is just one-sided. And then you just lay that one on there, put them all together, make sure they're like you want them to be. And I use a bulldog clip because they're pretty secure. And then, again, just I'm moving it away from where everything's touching. So, you know, you want to be somewhere in here, and then you want to be somewhere a little bit in. So I just found like a dot that's already on here, and I just put a dot on it, a black dot. So to set these, you use the big hole, and I don't think I can show you guys how I'm going to do this, but you're just going to, you know, hole punch where you've put the dot. Try to get the dot in the middle. Okay, so we've done that. Still need that piece of equipment. And then over here we've got the Memory Keeper's eyelets. So here's one, and then the eyelets go with the round part facing out. Put this, now what I do is I'm just gonna rest this here and slip it in, and then look to see that everything is going in. You know, that the eyelet is going to go all the way through. So, whoops, and that did not work at all. That's, of course, doesn't work when you're making the video. It worked on the other, you know, dozen that I did. So I'm going to take it out. There we go. Now, one thing I have noticed that in addition to the, you know, the 0.053 that we're working with, there is, I have 3 different levels of pressure that I put on this, which it never occurred to me. There's like a, you know, a light, a medium, and a heavy. And I, for this, really like my medium level of pressure. Light is not quite enough, and heavy makes it more difficult to swing. Like I have some here that are, that's a good one. I have some here that, like this one's a little bit more difficult to swing, and that's because I really clamp down on it. It still swings, just not quite as freely. Okay, so then we're gonna set this last one. Same way, put this on the put it underneath with the hump facing out. And I don't think it makes any difference how it is. It just makes me feel better that everything is getting aligned correctly. So there you have that. And again, I did medium pressure, and now it swings easily, not entirely freely, because you don't want it just spinning around, unless that's actually what you want, obviously. So just show you real quick some of the samples that I made. So what I did was I cut, I made, I think 16 of these, because that's what, when I used the 12 by 12 paper, that's what cut easily. So these are just under 4, because if you do 4, if you do just under 4, then they fit on the 12 by 12. This I'm going to fix, you know, washi tape or stamping or inking or something like that. And these are for a flower and orchid journals. So if you like these ideas and how I'm fixated on circles apparently, check out my circles snippet video is what they're called. And there'll probably be more circle stuff coming because I love circles. So thank you very much. If you like this, please don't forget to like it, to subscribe. And I want to say thank you to my first 10 subscribers. So thank you so much. I will post another video soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.